Hey, I'm Sarah, and I want to answer a question that a lot of my students ask me. What is authenticity? I'm right now in a sculpture park, and let me ask a question. Is this authentic? When we talk about authenticity when it comes to art, what we usually mean seems to be, does it come from where the artist says it comes from, or the seller says it comes from in some way? So basically, is the person selling being honest? And I think we apply the same principle a lot of the time to authenticity with ourselves. Are we being honest with where we get our thoughts, beliefs, opinions? Are we being honest with who we are, where we come from? And I think authenticity really has two parts, because there's a question of, can we ever be inauthentic, right? Like, if I come from my mom and my environment and my upbringing, then everything I do is authentic to that, isn't it? So why are we talking about authenticity anyways? Why don't we just talk about being ourselves? But even being ourselves is a connotation, right? Just be yourself. Well, who else am I being? So if authenticity is some sort of standard to strive towards, what parts does it have? And I think authenticity can be divided into two aspects: awareness and agency. Awareness being, am I even present to what is happening inside of me? What is true to me? So I can't know if this piece of art is authentic if I don't know where it's supposed to come from, if I don't have any knowledge about its creator or the process that it went through. And I can't know the same things. I can't be authentic unless I know the same things about myself. Do I know what I'm thinking? Do I know what my core beliefs are? Or am I kind of deluding myself about what's really true? Do I know what's happening in my body or in my emotions that is influencing what I say and what I do? And this is harder than we'd think, because I think there are multiple parts of ourselves that are operating at any given time. In the same way that an art piece has multiple materials in it, all of which may be sourced from different places, I have different parts of myself that have different needs, beliefs, opinions, feelings. And when all of them or multiples of them are speaking at the same time, when my desire to be a good person is speaking at the same time as my desire to make a lot of money through nefarious means, I might not want to see one of those parts. I might not be honest about the degree of intersection that's going on. So awareness is really my willingness to be honest with myself, and also my willingness to do the work to see what might be hidden from myself. My practices of authentic relating and circling have a lot of awareness-based practices, because we recognize that it's hard. There's a reason meditation is so popular. If we automatically knew everything about ourselves, we probably would be authentic all the time. So then the other piece is agency, which is, once I know things about myself, am I going to speak them outside? And a word I also put on this is, the goal is congruence, which is alignment between what I believe, what I value, and what I say and do. And you'll notice that I don't really put feelings in here. I think feelings are important, and there's certainly a piece of information that contributes to our awareness. But if I'm only being authentic about my feelings, which is, by the way, an important piece, but not the only one, I'm relying on something that actually tends to shift over time. One day I might feel like I want a piece of cake, and the next day I might feel guilty that I ate that piece of cake and never want to eat cake again. And, it's like this ping pong of what's true. Whereas there are things like our beliefs and our values that we can have some say over if we really look honestly at what they are and consider them and decide which we want and work on it. It takes a while to change. And if we are authentic from that place, there's a lot more stability, because those stay more constant. So if I have congruence between my beliefs and my values and my actions, eventually my feelings tend to kind of fall in line. Or if not, they're a really good source of information about what beliefs and values I might have that I'm not present to. And it takes a lot of courage to do this, especially the awareness part, I think, to look at parts of me that I really don't want to see, and then to decide which of them I want to show to other people. Because authenticity isn't just unfiltered honesty. Authenticity isn't this artist using every single piece of metal that he had in his workshop in order to create an art piece, right? That would just be a mishmash. He carefully chose the ones that would create the most beautiful whole. We get to choose what our authenticity is. We get to create ourselves by everything that we say and do. So that's what I believe is true about authenticity.